Welcome to this episode of the Talking for Nobody Podcast. I'm Brandon.
My name is Dominic.
And today we are going to be talking about why we are still single.
Yes.
But in question form, so why are we still single?
Oh, so why are we still single? Okay. Well, I think the number one answer immediately is because we just clap our ass cheeks so loud that they get jealous. All the ladies get jealous of our thick cheeks.
One of the things that I actually wrote in my notes is I'm too dummy thick.
You're too thick.
Like, why the fuck you so damn chunky?
Yeah, dude. Fucking girls look at your ass and be like, damn, dude, that dude's got an ass like the Pillsbury Doughboy. Because he's dummy thick.
So, one of the things that, before we get into this conversation, I wanted to, we said it last time, but things have changed since last time.
All right.
There are more platforms that you can listen to this podcast on. So, it is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
YouTube,
Breaker, YouTube, and a few other ones that are on screen.
That's too lazy to read out. All you listeners, go fuck yourselves.
Like the rest of them nobody really uses.
Oh, so it's like that, but there's gonna be that one dude. You're just like, oh, that was gonna get that shit. Yeah.
So if you want to listen to this platform, or if you want to listen to this podcast earlier on different platforms, they come out Saturdays, and then the YouTube version comes out the following Friday.
Yes.
So yeah.
What if we started doing Vimeo?
Oh my god.
Hell yeah. But since Vimeo doesn't care about nudity, like, we just have the image be our flaccid dicks.
No, just my ass pic.
Oh, dude, how is it gonna fit? Okay, it's too dummy thick. What did we just talk about?
Man, that reminds me of a story that I'm gonna mention on this podcast.
That's gonna be a story?
So, I was fucking with my friend earlier. Well, not earlier, a few weeks ago.
Yeah, you were.
And she told me to send her an ass pic to send to her boyfriend.
Okay.
So I did. And then she never sent it to her boyfriend. She just was showing her friends.
Oh.
Or our friends.
Well,
like, hey, she showed her brother. She was like, hey, you want to see something? And she just showed him, and he was like, what the fuck?
Well, why didn't I get that pic, dude? Now I feel hurt.
I'll send it to you later.
No, you're sending it to me right now.
Okay.
We're gonna get these live reactions to your dummy thick ass. Okay.
Alright, you think I won't?
Dude, it's as beefy as a cow, yo. But yeah, so anyways, so the whole topic of discussion today is why are we single, and I think you're figuring it out pretty quickly. Yeah, because we are single. Oh my god, you actually did. We can't put that on screen, but just know it's there. Dummy thing. That's not the kind of picture I expected, but like you look like you really worked for it, man. Wait, are you in school?
Yep. I took that during lunch.
That's next level shit, dude. Imagine someone just walked in.
No, it was like a bathroom where there was like only one place to use the bathroom and you're able to lock the door.
Oh, like as the bathroom.
Also known in my school as the vaping bathroom.
Oh, I get you. Because
you're able to lock the door behind you so you can't get caught.
You know what? You know what I want you to do next? Is I want you to then send me a pic of that. But in your ass crack, it's just your vape.
Oh my god.
The vape and shit room. Hell yeah.
So, on to the main topic of discussion.
On to the main topic. I'll try to stay focused, but man, like, you just sent me the Holy Grail. Can't stop looking.
That's just gonna be your fucking wallpaper on your computer now.
I mean, I want it to be. No, I'm gonna make it my. I'm gonna make it my Twitter profile picture. Just the ass.
Don't.
People will be like, "What?" Just be like, "You gotta wait a few weeks to figure it out." Then.
All right, so
only true fans.
I got some reasons why I think I'm single. You got some reasons why you think you're single.
You got way more than me, though.
If you want to add more now, that's fine. But
I think
I feel like we're gonna agree on some of these, so it's not really gonna matter. We're just gonna go in depth of the reasons and stuff.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have like similar reasons, though.
Yeah. So, do you want to go first?
I think you should go first because you do have more than me.
Okay. Now, before we get on to this discussion, I do want to say this is not a pity party for us to be like, oh my god, we're still fucking single.
I mean, it is, though. Let's be real.
So, I mean, yeah, but I don't want to make it obvious.
Ladies, hit us up.
I was going to say that like later in the podcast, but yeah, hit us up.
Yeah, dude.
I'm at Toxic Rain TV. He's at DJ on the computer.
I wasn't going to go that far with the joke, but okay.
So, okay, the first reason is I'm ugly.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I have kind of...
And I'm not saying, like, I don't want to make it seem like, oh, yeah, I'm fucking ugly and stuff, but it's just like, because I don't really see myself as that bad looking.
I mean, if you do, then damn, I'm sorry.
But it's just the matter of the fact that in society and the social norms.
Okay.
I almost said societal.
We all live.
Which
in
I think
society.
is a word, but I would be using it in the wrong thing. But anyway.
Okay.
My face looks like my ass.
Dummy thick.
So that doesn't really go well with the ladies.
Mm.
Because they're jealous of my fat ass. So, I mean, you probably have that same reason.
No, but yes. I didn't
write fucking Roseanne Barr.
I didn't write down that I'm ugly, but like I'm more in depth on certain aspects.
Now, here's what I don't get, because I'm personally not like this, but I know a lot of chicks are, specifically in my school, is they're all about looks.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah.
So, when it comes to relationships, I find myself to probably be a pretty decent guy.
Okay.
But, and I don't mean that to be cocky, it's just like I don't know, but...
Like you think you are a good guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not your typical asshole of the group.
You're not raping kids. Got it. Next.
So...
The typical.
So if you get past my face...
it goes straight to that dummy thick ass.
No, if you go past my face and actually look into my heart,
Aww.
You can see that I'm a really good guy.
Mm-hmm. Ladies. That was sweet.
So...
That was sweet. I don't know, man. I think you're good too.
And that leads me on to my second reason is nobody really gives chances anymore because of all of the assholes in the world. Like in my school, there's so many people who have been fucked over by guys or girls. I don't discriminate. Mm-hmm. And they just don't trust anybody anymore. And in order to gain that trust, it's just so hard now.
I think that's more of a high school thing.
Yeah.
I think
they all about that dick.
No, okay. I think that is more of a high school thing of not trusting people. I think once you leave high school and see that high schoolers and middle schoolers fucking suck and you've only been exposed to the worst kind of human beings. Mm-hmm. That
sadly true.
I mean, yeah. No offense to high schoolers and middle schoolers, but come on. I think once people leave, they'll go and be like, "Oh yeah." I don't make it a secret that I go to college. And so maybe this is just because of the college environment, but people seem less douchey.
Mm-hmm. Well, you also have to think that in college, you're kind of going to the same people, or going to the same school with people that are in certain interests or in the certain field.
Yeah, exactly.
Similar fields.
Exactly.
So
and plus,
with high school, with regular high school, It's usually just a bunch of different people interested in different things, and it's very hard to find people that like you could find a common interest with.
And not to like discriminate things. I don't know if this is going to count as discrimination, but like it's going economical. The people who go to college can afford to go to college, and the people who can't typically afford to go to college
are poor.
The people who can't are typically like more poorer. So, and typically, and this is just through studies, okay? If you're a poor kid, I'm sorry, but I bet that you're a good dude. You're listening to us. I love you. But like, typically, those poorer kids are more likely to be dicks.
I mean,
if
I don't
phrase that right.
I don't know if there's studies on that, but like...
Or, okay, well, this is a better way to say it.
Like, in my experience, being a poor kid...
Yeah, you're a dick.
I'm not that big of a dick. I mean, like, to you, I'm a dick, but to, like, other people, no.
Okay, well, thanks. Okay, well, here.
That's only because you deserve it.
Yeah, I know. Here, I think this is a better way to say this. It's more likely that more well-educated people are going to be going to college. So, and more well-educated people typically are not as assholey as...
I don't know if I would agree with that. I just think it depends on who you find. Like, sometimes you get a bad bunch.
I guess. I don't know. That's just kind of what I've noticed.
Maybe it's just different in Florida.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, probably. It's real. We're all terrible.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's just, there's so many assholes now, and it's so hard being a high schooler.
What was it? Oh, okay. So this. I was going to lead into this as well. But, like, in high school, this is what we were talking about. I kind of forgot why I was saying all that shit. I was like, all of this is getting me into trouble, and I forget why I'm even talking about this. But, so... in high school... Okay, here's the best way I can describe it. In high school, everybody gives a shit about what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of high school and middle school, no one gives a shit about what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. I can agree with that.
So it's more likely that people are dicks there because they just try to be. But, like, outside of that stuff, outside of, like... I think once you get past, like, a certain age... You definitely end up being like, if you're an asshole, you're going to get ramifications, so you don't bother people.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you're not an asshole, you don't typically try to bother people, anyways.
Yeah, I can see how that makes sense.
Yeah,
and I just want to say, my dad is making tacos, and it smells like pure dick up here.
Well, maybe if you pulled up your pants, then like it wouldn't.
You'd shit if I just stood up and I was pantsless.
I would have my mouth wide open for you. No,
Man, I hate this fucking chair.
Yeah, same. But,
it's fucking loud as shit. It's terrible podcast material. But, yeah, do you want to go into one of your topics? Because I only have, like, 2 or 3 left.
Okay. I think you were kind of mentioning the ugliness factor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would say you're like a solid 5.
Nice.
Yeah. But like...
Not terrible, but not great.
Yeah, exactly. A solid 5, right in the average. And I think one of the...
But you've never seen my dick. Solid 10.
Solid 10 inches.
No, if we're going that far, 8.5.
Oh, nice. I think one of the things is like
my mom's gonna listen to this podcast and be like, "Did you just let all your fucking dick size on your podcast?" I'm like, yeah.
Try my best.
What the fuck's wrong with it? Is it bigger than Dad's?
Is it bigger than Dad's? She's like, we don't need to talk about that. What I'm trying to say is, I think I'm super self-conscious about, like, my body.
I used to be, and then I was just like, fuck it. I'm gonna own my dad bod.
I don't know. I still am. Like, there's...
Like, I'm chunky.
Oh my god, dude. For listeners, he just blinded me because he just lifted his shirt up, showing me them frosty nips. But I don't think it's more like my butt. I think it's more like my dick. If I'm gonna be super honest, and I get that, you know, it's not everything to have a large or small penis. Like, I would say that I have a fairly average size. Not gonna.
Which means you're gonna do an average job.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like
unless you know how to work it, then you're gonna do amazing.
Yeah, well, that's the thing now. But like, I don't know. I feel like that has led me to overthink so much. That's a whole other topic too, is overthinking it. But like,
yeah, we can go into that now if you want, because I have stuff to say about that.
Okay, well, here, let me get through my self-conscious thing real quick, and then we'll go into that. But like I just imagine, like, if a chick were to fuck me, and I think that would be a horrible, yeah, it would be a horrible experience, because I don't feel like I am the most attractive body shape, you know, like an oval. And like I try, man. You know, I ride my bike. I go for walks. I try. I eat
you
less
walk?
than. Yeah, I walk. I can.
I didn't know you walked.
Yeah, I walk sometimes. Not that long or anything, but like I do. Like
Huh.
I mean, I live in an apartment complex, so I can just go around the complex. But like
drug dealers and shit.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you say that, but like there are actual apartments. I'll fucking walk past and I can smell the weed in there. Like, I just look over and I just see the bongs on the porch. I'm just like,
is it legal in Florida?
I don't know actually. That can be a Google, but not right now.
Hey Siri.
Yeah. Well, you can Google it. So, like,
is marijuana legal in Florida?
I thought you were gonna type it, but okay. But yeah, so it's like, I don't know. That was hot. Like, but I don't think I am hot.
Yes, it is.
It is legal?
Oh, wait. Medical marijuana is legal.
Yeah, but like, it's medical marijuana that dude's doing.
My back hurts. I'm smoking a blunt.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I
have a headache.
Yeah, I breathed in. I need to breathe in marijuana instead of oxygen. But like, yeah, man, it's just my life, dude.
Yeah. When it comes to my body, I used to be really insecure about it because my sister used to make fun of me and shit when I was a kid because I was fat. So I just kind of gained this like, well, fuck,
yeah,
no one's gonna fuck me. And then as I grew up, I was just like, I'm not gonna be able to change this without extensive amount of working out, and I'm too lazy for that. Mm-hmm. So I'm just gonna own it.
Yeah, I think
my entire family tree is filled with dad bods. So
I was gonna
that. So that was a thing for me where it's like, well, I'm like this, my dad's like this, my grandpa's like this. There's not really any changing it because I've always been a heavyset kid ever since I was born. Mm-hmm. So I don't really worry about that anymore. And I know a lot of chicks find that hot.
I guess.
Specifically in Ohio. I don't know about in Florida. But like I see it all the time. I'm into dad bods, beards.
Oh, not Florida though, because everybody is already hot as fuck. They don't want to deal with all that extra weight.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, about your other topic.
The overthinking thing. Yeah, man. It was a fairly. I kind of just wrote the word. It was fairly vague. You can go into what you mean.
So, from what I know about you, you overthink things a lot.
Like, not just in relationship shit.
Yeah. Like, for the purpose of this conversation, we're going to be talking about relationships. So when you overthink relationships, I really think they're tiny little things that shouldn't matter.
Oh, I know.
And I get that that's just how you think, and there's not, like, you have to mentally work to get over that. But I have the same problem sometimes, but I kind of overcame it. Like, I used to be not confident at all, and I still am not. It's just, like, there's not really a chance unless you give it a chance.
Yeah, I know.
So,
and that's the whole thing, is that it's like, I can't give it a chance. But I overthink things to the, like, microscopic level.
mm-hmm.
Like,
I always think that it's better to be honest with the person.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I broke up with the chick, and one of the reasons I had was that she didn't sleep with the fan on.
What?
Yeah.
That is so weird.
Yeah, I know.
You never told me this. Why?
I don't even remember at this point. I forgot about it until this chick was, like, texting me, and she, like, reminded me, and I was like, oh, yeah. Why did I do that? It wasn't like a main reason, but it was a one of those microscopum reasons.
That's really bad.
Yeah, that's dumb. I really hate my life.
But anyway,
God, I hate my life so much, man.
the way I look at sliding in the DMs or whatever you're doing is, it's better to be honest and see where it goes than lie and perform an act like you don't like somebody and then not know where anything goes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you need to grasp that idea better.
Dude, I need to grasp the idea of saying hi to the chick first off.
Yeah, most of my friends are chicks, so I don't really have that problem. I've always grown up, like, by a female.
I guess.
Like, because, like, most of my family is chicks.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's like...
It's like a fucking fish fest at my house.
What? What do you mean? What do you mean fish fest? Hold up.
There's a sausage party and there's a fish fest.
Oh. People call it fish now? Just like, damn, I need that salmon. Or salmon? How do you say it?
Salmon.
Salmon. I need that salmon. Thank you. Finally. The joke has happened. We can move on. But, so... Yeah. Like, I just have a horrible thing. I have a horrible thing, and I hate it so much. And I know for a fact that it's because I'm a little bitch. Mm-hmm. And this doesn't even have to do with, like, chicks. This is like... Thanks. Like... This doesn't even have to do with anything like chicks or anything. Like, if a person just walks up to me, I don't know who they are, just a random person, dude or female, I can immediately feel my cheeks get red. For no reason. I used to be
like that a lot.
For no reason. It pisses me off so much.
That is social anxiety.
Yeah, it's a horrible, horrible existence I live.
And that's actually kind of what I get treated for, or some of what I get treated for at therapy.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah, so we can go on a whole different topic on fucking therapy and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But it used to be really bad, like, but then I just got medicine for it and stuff, and now it's better, but I still fucking hate talking to people.
Same. My life, though. But, like, I don't know.
It's a struggle.
Mm-hmm. I think another issue, too, and this is sort of on the same topic, is the idea that you have to have a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, that's not one of my things or anything, but, that idea pisses me off a little bit.
I think this early in life, for both of us, it doesn't really matter.
Mm-mm.
But
look, I have been told by like, I almost said by like older men, like fucking weird old men are like, "Hey kid," but
hey kid, you want to get in my van and have a relationship?
They just holds up a sock bucket, or like a sock puppet with this guy. But like there are older gentlemen that will be like, the first thing you have to do is figure out the relationship, then life happens.
Yeah, I tend to look on the opposite side of that.
Yeah, I always low-key hated that, like, kind of thinking. Because it's like, if you get the relationship, then you didn't prepare for life. You know what I mean? I don't know.
What I look at it as, life is my main goal, and relationships are kind of like the side hoe.
Yeah, like I'd rather have like my dream job.
If it happens, if it works out, then I'm happy with that. But if it doesn't, then I'm just going to continue life.
Exactly. Like, I'd rather have my dream job than have a girlfriend. And sure, maybe, like, the hours of, like, 6 to 10 will fucking suck. But then, like, I'll jerk off and nap and be fine.
I mean, that's practically my schedule.
It's at this point. Just constantly. Even right now.
Yeah, just go to school, come home.
Go to school, jerk off, and then come home and jerk off again.
Yeah. I have a problem, man.
Yeah.
That is one of the problems that I'm having now, though.
Yeah, dude, my desk is so sticky now at school.
No. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I figured since we're talking about jerking off, let's just go into it.
Okay.
Like, my libido is so low now.
Your libido?
Like, it is so hard to maintain an erection.
Okay, we're getting into this. Okay. You ever heard of a thing called Blue Chew?
Oh my god. And I know it's doing it. It's because of my antidepressants, but it's just the fact that it's just annoying.
But yeah.
Anyway.
Just did not expect that turn to happen.
I mean, I'm completely honest on this podcast. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I know. I forgot what we were talking about a few seconds before that, though.
It just wipes your memory. Yeah. All you can think about is my dick being flaccid.
Dude, I keep looking at this picture you send me of your fucking your peanut butter jar thick ass. And yeah. So overthinking, that's what we were talking about. Oh no, we were talking about the stigma of you have to have a relationship. And like that whole thing pissed me off. Cause I went through like an experience like that like a few months ago. So me and this chick, you know the story I'm about to say.
Mm-hmm.
We're working on this like project, right, for school, because like we needed to.
I hope she listens to this and then like you didn't tell her, so she's like, wait, what?
I know. But like, and I don't know. I don't talk to her anymore.
Then if you get lucky, she can be like, God damn it! I got that dick.
Damn. No. But like
that Dominic dick.
The Dama dick. Anyways, so I hate my life. So I'm honest as well on this podcast. I fucking hate my life. So like we were assigned to do a project, right? So she came over to like my apartment. Just so you know, just to give people context, I live in an apartment by myself. So so the idea of a female walking into these walls is fucking insane to me, right? So I guess, considering that was happening, I felt like I had to think of this chick in a relationship way. But I did not like her. Like I forced myself into wanting to liking this chick because I felt as though that is just what you do.
You didn't tell me this. I was always under the impression that you actually liked her.
Yeah, but I kind of figured out more recently that it's like that wasn't the case. Like, So I was texting my one friend, right, and he has like maybe not relationship problems, but like it is a topic of discussion 9 out of the 10 times I talk to this dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
My other friend, not you, other person. So
the one I know.
No, you don't know him. I think. So I was texting him, right, and he has, and like that, it just seems like something he always talks about, like relationship stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like I almost had to talk to him about it as a way to, I don't know, just to talk to him about it, right? And then I almost felt like I had to like this chick because that is just what you do. Like if a female came over to your house, I would, like, if a female came over to my apartment and it's just me and her, I would feel like I have to do something or something. And maybe that's just because I'm dumb as fuck. But
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Because I've had like multiple women come in my room.
Yeah, and then you came.
Not at the same time.
And then you came in them.
No.
One after another at the same time.
It's almost always been like a platonic relationship.
Yeah. But like, I don't know, I think I just psyched myself out too much into wanting to like this chick.
I think you're just tired of being single.
Yeah, if I'm gonna be honest, yeah. Like I psyched myself into it.
Which I can understand from a certain degree. I mean, being single kind of sucks.
I don't know. I realize...
I have my problems with being single and my benefits of being single.
Yeah. I realize that over the time I've been single, and that was like... I can't remember the last time I had a girlfriend. Anyways.
I lost my girlfriend the day after my birthday.
I know. Still sad. That's like savage as shit.
Yeah.
But look, I'm sorry, bro. Love you.
Okay. I'm over it.
I'm over it, man. I'm totally over it. So
jerks off in sadness.
That sounds like the most horrible way to jerk off. The sadness jerk off. Okay, so like I've gotten so used to being single that like I have filled my time up so much with doing all the shit only I can do that doesn't require another person.
I think I understand that.
Yeah, like everything I do is a one-player activity. It's not multiplayer. Like I make YouTube videos a lot. It's like a huge focus of mine is constantly writing scripts and researching and, you know, making videos and recording gameplay and doing live stream stuff. And even outside of it, I play a whole bunch of single player games. All of my favorite games are like Life is Strange and Last of Us and all these other single player activities. And Minecraft. And Minecraft, the ultimate single player activity. Because only 12-year-old kids play that shit, and it's single people. And then, like, there's, like, drumming that I do, which is a single-player thing. And just all of this shit has compiled into everything that I love to do takes up my time so much, and it doesn't require a second person, that a second person would then interrupt that stuff. And then, by proxy, I would feel like I'm less focused on that stuff and able to compartmentalize it in a healthy degree, because I already do that stuff so much.
Yeah.
If that makes any fucking sense.
I think that makes sense, but I'm very much the same at this point.
I mean, jerking off doesn't have to be a single activity.
I spend most of my time watching YouTube, making this podcast, or thinking of this podcast, and shitting, and jerking off, and sleeping.
Well, Yeah, a lot of that does not have to be single-player activities.
But they can be.
Yeah, but
I give myself options.
A lot of them isn't really, though. Like, I feel like you have a kind of lifestyle where you like those things are single-player stuff. I'm gonna keep saying single-player because gaming. But I think a lot of those things you can do by yourself, but it doesn't have to be.
You want to play Smash?
Exactly, you can play Smash with someone else. That's what I'm saying.
But I don't know. It's just at this point, I don't even know if I really want a relationship anymore.
Yeah. Like, I think it's like, if you're not actively thinking about a person, then you should not be looking for a relationship. If that makes sense.
I think that makes sense.
Like, okay, so this is like one cute chick in my class, right?
Ooh, Dominic tried Quash.
I know, right? But that's the first time I've thought about someone like that.
Since me.
Since like since like high school. Right? So I'm actively thinking, I want to pursue this. I want to take this side quest. Just constantly use weird gaming terms. Yes. I want to try
Let's move away from this main mission.
Yeah, dude. I want to try and get this level up in this skill tree. So stupid. Fucking hate myself. But so like now I'm thinking like all of the other times that I've kind of thought about this has felt more like, oh, I was really forcing myself into trying to do that. Like the chick from a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I saw like this one chick and I was like, oh my god, she's fucking gorgeous and cool as shit. I'm like, yes, that's what that looks like. Not like trying to, not being like, you know what I mean? Just being like, ooh.
That's the same sound you make when you look at food.
Ooh. Hell yeah, dude.
Like ooh, candy.
Ooh. Dude.
Look at them M&Ms.
Ooh, my mama's cheesy chicken. I miss that shit so much. If there's anything I miss from being home, I mean, it's my grandma and my mom. But third place, easily cheesy chicken. It was really good. It was like this, she like baked chicken, and there was like mayonnaise and cheese on it, and oh my god, it was so good. And it was like a little burnt a bit, so it's like crispy.
Man, you're making me fucking hungry,
I know, it's
asshole.
so good. That's why it's so good. And I wish I knew how to make it, man. And I wish I did make it.
Oh well. Anyway,
we were talking about relationship problems.
Another one. We're fucking fat.
I mean, yeah. I mean, go back to I'm self-conscious about my body.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways.
I have one more that I want to talk about.
I kind of have one.
And
although
this is a minor one, I think, but okay. It's still valid. So, I am. What are you doing?
I was checking the time on the. Like, because okay. I don't have Audacity open, so I had to like keep checking to see how long we've been recording.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I am much more of a person who is more into an emotional attachment with a lady than just giving that dick.
Okay.
And typically chicks don't dig that, fam.
Chicks just want that dick. I think that's very much based on the person.
It seems to be a reoccurring topic when I'm talking to chicks.
That's very much a person-based thing. Like, I know several chicks who would totally not care about that but care about that as much as they care about the emotional aspects of a relationship.
I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just looking at the wrong people.
Yeah, you're looking at the wrong people.
But those are all the hot ones. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, yeah, because the hot ones get that dick. But yeah, that's based on the person. That's not particularly based on anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And I also think that, like, it's also, considering you're still in high school, that's also another kind of high school thing. Because there is...
Yeah, hormones.
Well, that's not what I meant, but yeah, sure. Like, there's a social hierarchy in that kind of shit. In high school stuff.
Like, who gets the most dick?
Yeah. Like, you think I'm joking, but yeah. Like, if you're still a virgin, you have a glass ceiling in that social hierarchy.
Because it's about to break?
Yeah, you gotta break it to break it.
Break my dick.
Just you get a boner, and then all of a sudden you're just like, okay, do it, and then it's like in the shape of an L.
Ow.
Just got that right angled dick, you know what I'm saying? So so you can do the standing fuck.
Talk about fucker sideways. Ha 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 ha.
Stop. I mean, the ultimate way to stand fuck. So.
It looks like you're doing a fucking shimmy.
You jump up and down. So you, like, go up and down inside the, like, hippity hoppity. Shit, what were we talking about?
Right angle dicks.
Social hierarchy, right? Just completely correlates. So yeah, I think that, like, people feel more inclined to, like, they feel like they should have sexual intercourse in those high school and middle school environments because of the fact that, like, that's just kind of the place where you have to do that. Like, people have this weird stigma of, like, you have to do it then, or else, like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, like, out of high school and middle school,
I think that's just like a new trend. It's like a new game. Like when can you lose your virginity?
No, that's totally not a new trend. That's forever. That's always been like that.
Like, I don't know, because I know when my mom was growing up, for example, like, they never fucked, like, in high school or middle school.
Yeah, they did. Your mom was just a part. Your mom was hitting that glass ceiling. She was part of the Virgin Club.
I mean, if it wasn't for my dad, she probably still would be.
I mean, whoa, that's fucked up.
Okay,
think of it like this, though. There is a reason that there is the... I can't remember what the word is, but it's like the cheerleader fucks everybody.
Stereotype?
Yeah, there's the reason there's those stereotypes. And there's a reason that those stereotypes rise up to the top of the high school hierarchy. Ooh, high school hierarchy.
I think that stereotype started when they were like, hey, most cheerleaders are hot. Let's implement that into porn.
Yeah, but then through that comes the real life ramifications of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, there is that stigma.
In other words, all stereotypes come from porn.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say that. That's not really what I meant, but whatever. Like, someone thought of that because of XYZ. There was a reason that exists. Like, there's a reason the whole jocks are stupid thing exists. Not that they are necessarily, but, like, there's a reason.
Most of them are. Most of them are, let's be honest here.
But there's a reason that stereotype exists. Not to say that stereotypes are good. They're not. They are generalizing and not very healthy for a good society, in my opinion. But
some of them are funny as fuck.
I mean, they're funny as fuck. But, like, for example, I'm not gonna say that shit. Why would I do that? That's fucked up. But yeah, so yeah. So that's why the chicks would feel like they want to, like they have to do the sex. Because, like...
do the sex. Are you about sexual?
Hey, gamers. Have you ever done the intercourse? So...
Man, I gotta piss so bad.
Well, whatever. Too bad. We're talking about sex, and I know that you're not gonna go piss. You're gonna go freaking do the... Okay?
No, legitimately, my fucking stomach hurts. I had to piss so bad, but I'm just gonna stick it through.
You're gonna stick it through. Yeah, you are, daddy. So yeah, that's why they feel like they have to do that. But there are chicks who don't give a shit about that, and that's what you gotta find.
Yeah.
If you want a more emotional relationship.
Which is hard to find.
Yeah.
In high school.
Yeah. Anyways, you got anything else to add to that one? Because I got one more.
No, I do not.
Okay. I kind of touched on it. I'm a little bitch. Because, like...
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I know. I touched on it a bit. The whole, like, my face gets really red thing. Like, that fucking sucks. Especially when you're in, like... Middle school and high school really fucked me up with that. Because I can't control that, but it happens. Like, a chick that I don't like in the slightest and fucking don't like and hate. I remember this bitch.
Oh. Throwing shade at random person.
No, dude. I remember this bitch.
What's her name?
I can't remember it. But I can't remember it, but I remember the exact scene that this happened in. So like, it was in the middle of class, right? Me and my friend did not give a fuck. We would always just go to the back, sit in the back, and fucking play with
Smoke a joint.
No. Like we would like draw shit, or he would make origami or stuff. Because like we're good kids and we don't want to deal with all of the other people in the class because most of those kids were kind of also assholes. Mm-hmm. Like we got stuck in the worst fucking class.
I've been in that situation before. Sucks.
Yeah. And then so one of these chicks yelled out something towards me or something. And it was like everybody was staring at us. And I fucking hated it. So my face like immediately turned red. Not that I wanted it to. It just happened. So. And then she was like, "Ooh, you're blushing." You know what I mean? And it's like, I didn't fucking control that. It just happened. I don't like you. You're a fucking cuck. Right? I wanted to say cunt, but you can't say that, apparently. So, yeah.
Wait, did you actually say that to her?
No, I didn't say anything. I fucking got up and walked out the room. Because I fucking couldn't deal with it. Because it just happened in like 30 seconds. Like so much. Like I was sitting here fucking probably playing a game on my phone, if I'm going to be honest. And then all of a sudden that shit happened. I'm like, what did I do? You know?
Mm-hmm. Wait, what did she say to you? Do you remember?
Nah, she was like... She said something like, "Oh, I love you," or some shit like that. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, she just screamed that. Like, she didn't scream it, but she, like, said it in a loud tone so everybody could hear it. And I was immediately like, what? Like, I just couldn't deal with that.
I don't even know you, bitch.
Yeah, right. I couldn't deal with it. And...
Man, she would have shit if you just got up and kissed her.
She would have... I would have fucking hung myself when I got home. Yeah. So, that happened. And plus, like, I was always in the middle school. Like, in middle school, I was always in that group of kids that always had that shit happen to them because we're, like, the 5 nerds. Mm-hmm. Like, we played Yu-Gi-Oh! In lunch.
Yeah.
We were those kids.
Yeah.
Not that I'm
Me too.
Not that I'm an anime weeb, but, like, they were getting to anime weeb status. But I don't watch anime. But the point is, like, so that fucked me up. So every time I go to talk to someone now, I'm thinking, oh shit, my face is gonna turn red. And I know that that's a whole psychological damaged thing from that. It's like, oh shit, my face is gonna turn red, and then I'm gonna fuck it up, and it's gonna be super bad. That one scene, I think, fucked me up psychologically.
What I used to be the same way, and I remember this time I was at an Outback Steakhouse.
Did not expect you
to
know
the story's gonna be good.
Yeah, I know.
When it's at an Outback Steakhouse.
Oh, dude, that's when I know for a fact it's gonna be hella lit.
So there was this waiter. She was probably like late 30s.
Okay, waitress.
And I was like, I don't even remember, probably 14, 13. And she started hitting on me. Like, it was just like a joking hit on, but like, my face used to turn red.
You could tap
and then my fucking uncle used to always call it out, and it fucking pissed me off.
Yeah.
So then after that moment, to finish out the story about Outback Steakhouse, she wrote me a note on the receipt that said, "It was nice serving you. Have a great day," or some shit like that. Then
like a normal thing.
Huh?
Like a normal thing that a waitress would like write on a receipt or something.
I don't even fucking know, but anyway.
Like it wasn't
past that.
It wasn't anything special, is what I'm trying to say.
I don't know if that's a like normal thing that she does or not, but whatever.
Okay. Like it wasn't like, yo, I want you to lick my clit. Like, you know.
Honestly, probably would have. She was kind of hot. But anyway, that was the day that I was like, I'm fixing this shit. And so I learned this technique where kind of fucks me over now because now my hands get clammy and shit. But so the technique is to like imagine because it's all based on blood flow, right? So instead of it going to your face, imagine that your hands are in a fire, and then it goes to your hands instead.
I do something similar when I get a boner. No, like legit. Like I'm
gonna. Speaking of fucking erectile dysfunction, I'm just gonna implement that technique to my dick.
No. That's not the technique you should do. Okay, because I actually learned this. Okay, I figured this out. So when you get a boner, right? Because this is what this conversation has molded into. When you get a boner, the blood is flowing straight to your dick, right? So you can't have it go back up into your hands. Because, like, it'll go up, it'll be weird. It'll be like, boing, like a trampoline going back up. You want it just to continue going down away from it. So what you do is you tense up your legs for like 45 seconds. You just really tense them up as you're sitting there, you know, being like, fuck, you know, like panicking low key. And then when you start to feel like the erection, the random erection start. So when that happens, you just do that, and then the blood will continue to flow down into your thighs and not your thighs, but like into your
glutes.
It's like the area, the calves. Thank you. Into your calves, and then it's like, you know, it keeps flowing, and then for like 45 seconds, and then all of a sudden, like, it'll stop. That's how I deal with that. But I can't do that when I'm standing. So, like, if I go to talk to a female, I can't do that. Also, like, that just
I always just tuck my dick.
I can't do it without being weirdly obvious.
I use the pocket method.
Oh, I just shove it down in between the thighs and hold it between my thighs. But now that I've learned that method, I'm just like, oh shit, I'm a baller.
All right. Do you have any more points that you want to make? Because I'm out of things.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Okay.
Before Dominic ends this episode, I want to say that we are available on other platforms.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna be like, we are available, ladies. If you want. Just to remind you, okay, our Twitters are.
No. But Apple Podcast, Spotify, Breaker, Google Podcast. I didn't say that
Google
one, but
Podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll let you say goodbye.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, single or not, thank you very much for listening to this episode of the podcast. Okay, we had a lot of stuff go through. We talked about how to deal with an erection. I got to see Brandon's ass. And we said the word dummy thick about 150 times in the first 10 minutes. I think this is a very successful podcast. And if you guys liked it and you want to hear from more of us or see our faces, can't say beautiful, then please you go to our Twitters, his is
at Toxic Rain TV.
Okay, mine is at DJ on the computer. Through that, you can also go through our YouTube channels, which if you don't want to go through all that shit, it's going to be in the description of the YouTube video and all the other descriptions of the other podcast places that he just mentioned. And yeah, so thank you very much for liking and following and subscribing and all that good shit, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.